Tim Bratz had already accomplished what most commercial real estate investors only dream about when he decided to start over in an entirely different industry. By the time Legacy Wealth Holdings reached $350 million in assets under management with 2,810 rental units spread across 8 states, Bratz had built a substantial real estate empire. The company's trajectory was soaring. From a single duplex purchased with a credit card in 2009, Bratz had grown Legacy Wealth into a multi-state operation managing thousands of units. He'd survived economic downturns that bankrupted competitors and built a reputation for disciplined underwriting and operational excellence. However, success at scale revealed a problem Bratz couldn't ignore. The very systems designed to manage growth were becoming the biggest obstacle to profitability. What worked for 100 units became unwieldy at 1,000. What functioned at 1,000 units broke down completely at 2,800. The more units we added, the more complicated everything became, Bratz said in a recent interview. We were using too many different software platforms that didn't talk to each other. Most of our management calls were spent just getting everyone aligned, instead of actually solving problems. That operational chaos eventually pushed Tim Bratz to launch Smart Management, an AI-enhanced property management platform built not by outside tech developers, but by operators who had lived through the inefficiencies firsthand. The idea emerged during a routine property management meeting when Brian Fast, one of Legacy Wealth's investors, posed a question Bratz hadn't seriously considered. He asked me if there was a better way to manage everything, Bratz recalled. I told him honestly that there wasn't. That was the moment we realized there probably should be. At the time, Legacy Wealth was juggling separate platforms for leasing, accounting, maintenance, communication, reporting, and task management. None were designed to work together. There wasn't a single hub where everyone communicated, Bratz said. Information lived in emails, texts, spreadsheets, and different software tools. That fragmentation creates inefficiency, and inefficiency costs operators more than almost anything else. According to Bratz, poor property management drains profitability more than market downturns, rising interest rates, or increased expenses. Bad management accounts for a greater loss in an operator's bottom line than all other external factors combined, he said. Most owners don't realize how much money is leaking until it's too late. Fast immediately recognized the opportunity. His background wasn't in real estate, it was in high-level software engineering. Before joining Smart Management, Fast worked with defense and aerospace organizations including Northrop Grumman, where he troubleshot missile defense systems. When something goes wrong in that world, you have to identify the problem immediately, Bratz said. There's no guessing. Brian brought that same mindset into real estate operations. Unlike many property technology startups, Smart Management wasn't designed around investor trends or feature checklists. It was built from operational experience. As Legacy Wealth scaled into thousands of units, small problems compounded quickly. A single missed lease renewal might cost thousands. Multiply that across dozens of units, and the financial impact becomes substantial. Missed renewals became expensive, Tim Bratz said. Payroll inefficiencies added up, properties drifted off budget, teams started managing by feel instead of data. The problems weren't isolated incidents. They were systemic failures built into the fragmented software ecosystem that had become industry standard. Property managers were expected to be data analysts, accountants, customer service representatives, and maintenance coordinators, all while toggling between multiple disconnected systems. Those pain points became the platform's blueprint. Every major feature exists because we experienced the issue ourselves, he said. We wanted a way to surface problems early, not after they showed up as lost income. Smart Management consolidates the full operational cycle into one system, including marketing, leasing, task management, expenses, communication, and reporting. Everyone involved works within the same platform, from executives and asset managers to on-site staff and third-party contractors. You shouldn't need 5 tabs open and 3 logins just to fix a hole in the drywall, Bratz said. If someone touches the property, they should be able to communicate inside the same hub. The platform was intentionally designed to eliminate institutional memory loss, a common problem when employees leave and critical information disappears with them. You don't have to wonder if a former employee has the answer sitting in their email inbox, he said. Everything lives in one place. Tim Bratz's path to technology entrepreneurship started far from Silicon Valley. He launched Legacy Wealth Holdings in 2009 after cutting his teeth as a retail real estate broker in New York City's cutthroat market. The timing seemed terrible. The housing market had just collapsed, credit markets were frozen, and real estate investment appeared to be a losing proposition. However, Bratz saw opportunity where others saw only risk. Following the housing crash, he relocated to Charleston and purchased his first investment property using a balance transfer check from a credit card, an unconventional financing method that would later become part of his origin story. With limited capital and considerable sweat equity, he renovated a distressed duplex himself and reinvested the profits. The model scaled gradually through private capital, careful underwriting and operational control. By 2018, Legacy Wealth shifted exclusively to apartment acquisitions, surpassing 1,500 units. The portfolio eventually grew to more than 4,800 units before refining into larger, higher-quality apartment communities. Throughout that journey, Bratz also built an education platform through Legacy Family Mastermind, where he mentors entrepreneurs focused on long-term real estate ownership. That coaching experience directly influenced Smart Management's design. "Coaching teaches you quickly that clarity beats complexity," he said. "Adoption matters more than features. If users don't understand a platform, they won't use it. And unused software creates no value." That mindset keeps us focused on building something people actually want to log into every day, Bratz said. It has to make their job easier, not harder. Rather than pursuing rapid installations, Smart Management works with early adopters through a slower, more consultative process. "We focus on understanding how a portfolio actually operates," Bratz said. "We align on performance metrics and clean up workflows so the software supports how teams truly work, not how we assume they work." The response has been revealing. "Many users have told us they didn't realize how fragmented their systems were until everything was finally connected," he said. The company doesn't attempt to replace operators. Instead, it aims to provide better information sooner. "As portfolios grow, the same issues show up everywhere," Bratz said. "Lack of visibility, unclear accountability, disconnected systems. Those challenges extend beyond multifamily real estate. Property management is just the entry point," he said. "The real problem is operational opacity across asset-based businesses." Looking ahead, Bratz sees Smart Management expanding significantly over the next 12 to 18 months. The company plans to deepen automation, enhance alerts and expand analytics across both operational and financial performance. The platform is also developing AI-driven tools designed to identify risks and inefficiencies early. "The goal isn't more data," Bratz said. "It's better insight." Long-term, he envisions Smart Management becoming an operating system for owners, operators, investors and lenders. "Our aim is radical transparency," he said. "To shrink the gap between what owners think is happening and what is actually happening. That gap, he believes, is where profitability is won or lost. When you have real visibility into staffing, renewals, expenses and property-level trends, decisions get made faster," Bratz said. "Problems get addressed earlier. In an environment where profit margins continue to compress and competition intensifies, disciplined systems will separate top performers from the rest. Operators relying on spreadsheets and disconnected software will struggle," he said. "Those with clean data and centralized communication will outperform." Ultimately, Smart Management reflects Bratz's broader philosophy as an operator. Growth shouldn't require chaos. As portfolios scale, complexity should decrease, not multiply. For a founder who began with a credit card check and a single duplex, the evolution into technology was never part of the original plan. But for Bratz, solving real problems has always been the business model. Sometimes, the next company is born not from ambition, but from asking better questions. "We built this because we needed it ourselves," he said. "And if it helps operators stay in control as they grow, without adding layers of management or overhead, then we know we did something right."